Moving on to some news. First, we start with Master Duel, which did a very big update as of today. So we have 3 new packs that have come out today. Invincible Raid, which is B Troopers, DDD, and the Dynamorphia. All kind of cool roguish decks. That one does have Chimera... What's it actually called? Guardian Chimera. That's what it's called. That one has Guardian Chimera in it, despite none of these decks actually playing it.
Wait, does that box have Advent in it?
Not that I can see.
Okay, no Advent in that box. We move.
Okay. Then we move on to Cosmic Ocean, which has all of the new Marincess support, the extended support for Ice Jade, and has the new Umi cards. So, yeah, doing water things.
Is Advent in this box?
No.
I see.
We move.
And then the third pack is the Newborn Dragon. A bunch of zombie stuff in here, weirdly. All of the stuff from the branded structure deck, so Libellion, Mirror Jade, the hand trap things, all that. The Ghost Trick support cards, which I appreciate, I guess. And some more of the Blue Eyes stuff, like Blue Eyes Jet Dragon and all that nonsense as well. And the Borrello Ling 5 as well.
Okay, that's decent.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Makes Dragon.
But is Advent in this box? No?
No, it is not.
I see. Yes. I see.
We also have, officially as of today, the Duelist Cup has started, which I've got a bit of a breakdown further on about how that works. In terms of player things, I guess, I don't know how to describe this in terms of a category, but we get an extra deck slot. So you can build more deck.
21 decks.
Yes.
All of my deck slots are just filled by the random starter decks
that you got?
that I just can't be able to delete.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't delete them. That's the thing. I don't think you can just delete what's there. You have to just like build something else in it. You have to get rid of everything else.
There's definitely a delete deck.
Is there?
Button.
No, I haven't seen.
Because I've deleted like 3 of them, and I just was like, this takes like 2 minutes to delete each one. I just can't be bothered. I'll be here for half an hour.
It'll be quicker just to go and edit.
That's what I've been doing. As I've been building decks, I just go into the trash ones, get rid of all the trash, put all the stuff I need in it, and then rename it.
I'm sure if I did this from my PC, it'd be easy. But on mobile,
you play on mobile.
You play on the
mad
phone,
man.
Yeah, no, not about that.
It's because I can just chill. It's fine.
We also have a whole bunch of new card animations. The monster ones are neither here nor there.
Did Advent get an animation?
Advent has not been given any code.
I see. This is most disappointing.
So yeah, the monsters are neither here nor there. They just kind of do the thing. But we do have animation for Forbidden Droplets. The screen goes dark, a big purple drop falls in the middle of the screen, and then you negate some things. Called by the Grave, a sassy dead guy points his hand over near the graveyard, like so.
It shoots a laser beam, doesn't it?
No, just points.
No, I swear, like the art on the card of like the
No, that's just the surprise of the old man.
Yeah, but I think that still happens. I think it like shoots at the grave.
See how it's got like he's got light behind his head because a hand's pointing at him.
Yeah.
I did not see that. Yeah, it looks fucking hilarious. Honestly, a hand just goes up and goes. It's so funny.
With that exact facial expression with it.
Well, you can't see its face. Anyway, we have the D. The Japanese.
D of death.
Yeah, the Japanese have the D. We have the F. Never mind. What? Gold Sarcophagus. Just comes up with the gold sarc thing. Cool.
Was that already in the game?
The card exists. It's an
animation.
animation.
The animation.
No,
I swear that would have been.
No, you're wrong. Swords of Revealing Light does like the full anime thing of like the sword shoot down in the middle of the field. Magical Cylinder.
Probably the one that will be seen the most out of all of his animations.
Oh yes. Mirror Force sets up a barrier and then looks like someone shoots it and just goes pew. Raigeki, super similar to Lightning Storm. Something comes down, does a line like through the monster side of the board. I haven't seen the one for Jackpot 7 though. That sounds
It'll probably
really
be like the
funny.
first 7 will spin, and then the second 7 will spin, and then the third will spin.
That would be cool if they programmed it that well.
Actually,
I'd be really happy.
Based on the fact that the next one you're about to see is Final Countdown, I'm assuming it's a WinCon.
Oh, true. Yeah, it'd just be a WinCon animation.
Yeah.
And yeah, now that I think about it, that's the same with the death thing. And I've seen the death one. The death one's actually really cool. It's got Dark Necrophy over the Ouija board doing this, and then she like pushes it towards you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. We've also got some new fields. I don't know
those
what.
got put into the game.
Yeah.
I
I don't know
picked up one
whether
of
they're.
those.
I don't know whether they're all available to purchase just yet, but
Okay.
they've been coded in at the very least, so they
I-
may be
I
available
was
at a
hoping
later
they
date.
were available.
They may be. I don't know. I haven't been on. I'm literally reading the
Greg,
page.
did you go on tonight?
Sorry, I just queued up on Duelist Cup.
He needed to get the points.
Greg's gonna
We know where
lose.
his priorities lie.
I'm assuming that's a B Troopers related field there.
Please.
We also have Medolce, which is a bunch of cakes and tings.
That's the
Um,
one that I want.
and
I think it's cool.
cakes and tings and cakes. And then we've got like a sort of underwater field for the Yumi stuff. Looks
Yeah.
pleasing enough, I guess. The Medolce one's probably the nicest one of these three. We've got some new fields as well.
I like the standee.
Yeah, we got
just
two
rank ups.
Yeah, two rank ups. The trap card that was supposed to go with Ring of Destruction that no one ever played.
Ring of Infinite Destruction?
Ring of Demolition.
It's something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Ring of Pop.
It's that one. And then whatever the fuck that is. Just looks like a steampunk thing. Then we have new mates.
Oh, I thought you were going to say band cards.
No,
band
no
cards.
ban
Let's
list.
go.
Just add more. Just add all the things. Power creep.
If we add a bunch in, don't need a band list.
So new mates include Blue Eyes White Dragon, Quebolt Hedgehog, I think is what it's called.
Oh, hedgehog.
Cyframe Gear Gamma. I don't know what this thing's called. Oh, never mind. Kageta Kagi. I didn't realize it came up
Kage
with...
Kage. It's the level 4.
I know what it is.
Oh.
He knows.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
Oh,
seems
you
like
fucking
I was gonna say
know.
it seems like a card you would play.
It's been around since like 2010.
Oh yeah, it's super old. Revenge Red Slayer and the one that we announced a while ago on the podcast, Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. From what I understand, I think that one might be a premium mate, but I'm not
Surely,
100%
for
sure.
the size that it is.
Yeah. I'll say this: if you have Gamma as your mate, you're a masochist.
No, see, I thought the same thing. I thought everyone would just have Cleethorpe Monolith as their mate if they were playing cancer decks. They don't. They go for the really trash ones, like the skateboard.
Yeah,
and-
it's
True.
yeah.
True.
I'm
Yeah,
playing.
they play the
soccer ball.
shittest possible
Yeah.
mates because, like, for
'Cause it's
them
free.
it's like an opposite
Much
flex.
like in the real card game, they don't want to spend any money.
And a bunch of new icons as well. Notably, we've got B Trooper, Bujin, Aluba, like the alternate art of Aluba as well.
Oh,
Um,
I was gonna make a comment,
Enchantress, Pirate Ting, and some other ones. All kind of okay. The fucking link for Mermail.
but I won't. Useful card.
Yeah. A bunch of new card collectors. One with Abysteus on it. One with
Abystia?
Collector.
That's not. You should know that that's not Teus, Jake. That's Migaloo.
Oh, I can't remember which one's there.
He can't read.
Whoa!
Hey, he can't read. Leave him alone.
When I met Jake, he was playing Mermail.
Yeah, but it's not his fault he can't read.
Doesn't this man does not have like belief in the heart of the cards. Oh, oh.
The gallery is loud.
I wonder if it's getting picked up. Some stuff doesn't get picked up from the gallery.
No, Seb doesn't get picked up because it like sounds like the same thing.
A little bit got picked up last week.
It's good to not be in the gallery
Got
anymore.
picked up, maybe.
He got promoted.
We then also have some upcoming gates. So the one that we've got first is B Trooper, so we get to find out what their go is. We get some rewards with them as well.
They're trying to defend their honey.
You said honey so sus. They're trying to defend their honey.
Yeah, honey. I hate it.
With that, you get B Trooper sleeves and some other cool little things. Other ones that we've got coming though: Ally of Justice, Bujin, Thunder Patrol, Mermail, and Vedred. So some cool gates coming up. Thankfully, in this list so far, they haven't announced one of those like anime structure ones where like you have to play the anime deck the whole way through because those are fucking eights.
So,
Let me know how you really feel.
I hate
something
them.
we've learnt this week on the topic of gates. Jake's the only one we know that plays them all.
Yeah.
All of us are just like, yeah, here's the gates I've played. Look, it's the 5 at the start, and then I gave up.
Yeah.
Look, there's two reasons I play the gates. One, I like the lore. I like just playing through the thing, learning a bit about the deck, learning a bit about the story behind it. Cool. The other thing I like about it is it's free gems.
Except when it's not.
Yeah, the one time it wasn't. That triggered me. That those decks were painful. I should have got free gems for that.
Didn't care about the lore at all when you realized there was no free gems.
No, that one didn't have lore. That was the worst part. It was just playing Jaden's shitty fucking Neos deck. And then you verse fucking Yugi Moto at the end, and he always opens Magician's Circle. Every game.
He believes in the heart of the cards. Why don't you?
Because those cards were shit. When I was playing with my cards, I fucking demolished that idiot. Anyway.
Just called the King of Games an idiot.
Yeah, I did. And now he's dead.
Anime fans are gonna hate you.
He's dead. Fuck him.
I could make that seem really bad in post.
Yep.
I dare say you would. Anyway, moving on from Master Duel, we have some... Oh, hang on. Where is it?
He can't read.
News on the upcoming Lost Arts.
You can't read.
True.
So we've got the new Lost Arts that are coming through. We've got Cyber Age of Ben 10, Tribute Burial, Axe of Despair, Fake Hero, Cyber Angel Idartan, and whatever this Zexal card is.
Zexal
Yeah.
Friends.
I don't know what that card is.
I can read you the text. Maybe that'll give you some insight as to what it does.
I know it's just flavor text.
You ruined the joke!
I know it's just flavor text. I
Fuck
think it's
you.
a print of a card that the OCG just kind of had that was like an old promo of theirs.
It seems like the Yu-Gi-Oh friendship of Zexal.
I think that's what it is.
Apparently it's playable, though.
No fucking way that's playable.
I think you can have it... Like, I don't know how you would actually play it, but it is puttable. Like, you can put it into your deck.
Does it have
So,
requirements?
is it an Xyz monster?
Based purely on looking at it, yes, but I can't see a level. I can't see attack or defense.
The fact that it
I
says
can't see
monster.
a monster type. Yeah, it's literally just the picture of Zexal.
Surely it's not playable unless they're like, oh, you can put it in your extra deck as an extra target.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, if they don't put this as a limit, could you just play 15 of this?
Well, it has a name.
Had a name, Jake. Three of
so
them.
What
yeah,
was that
what?
noise?
33% of these cards are just bigger boobs.
Seb's been waiting for that for so long.
The one time the
Yeah.
gallery got up tonight was for that comment.
The rest of them, violence.
So what we're
Yeah,
saying is
pretty
it's just
One
for...
of them is underwear.
Yeah, one of them is underwear.
Is that Ireton?
One of them is
No, that's
anime
fake
bait.
hero.
2 are boobs, 2 are violence.
Which one's the
Bang bang.
The Axe of Despair. It
Zexal
has
Friends.
an eyeball on it.
And the burial.
Oh yeah, Tribute Burial as well. I wouldn't say it's violence. It's more gore.
I'd like to point out that in Australia we've just missed 2 Lost Arts.
Yeah.
They just skipped 2. They just
Also, it could
did
just
not-
be us. Like,
No.
the stores in Australia
no.
are getting
Those
stuff.
do not exist in
Yeah,
Australia.
they do not
I
get
have
released.
gone looking for them.
Right.
It's
It's
annoying.
the Lumina and the Twilight one, right? The 2 Luminas?
yes.
Yeah.
No, it's Twilight Swan because we got regular Lumina.
Did we?
I think so, unless it was
Yeah.
Lila that we got.
Yeah, no, we got the normal one, but we haven't got the Twilight
Yeah,
one.
so it's the Twilight
what's the
Swan,
other
and then I can't remember what the other card is, but yeah, neither of them in Australia. You can get them from overseas, but I want them sealed and in English print. Well, I guess I've got like a couple that are US. I can probably just buy them from TCG Player. I'm on a tangent here. Jake's about to tell us about some weird looking Melfi cards.
I'm going to try. So in the upcoming pack, whose name I can't remember, but it has the race cards in it.
Race
there were-
Wars. It's
yeah.
D-Bad. Is it actually D-Bad?
I don't know.
It's D-Bad.
Still bad.
Where does it say
D-Bad.
that?
D-B-A-D.
Oh yeah, there we go. I
It's
can't remember what
D-Bad.
it's called though.
Da-Bad. That's the abbreviation. That has got rid of the dash.
The bad.
Da-Bad.
But yeah, the second archetype that's been revealed is the purely archetype, which is, if you recall, the Xyz that grow when you show them love. I don't know how you make them.
How do you show them love?
So far, from what I've seen, they've got a whole bunch of Xyz monsters, a whole bunch of spells, couple of traps, but one main deck monster.
The fact that I've only seen one main deck monster makes me think that this could be Zodiac, but I highly doubt they do that again.
Thing is, I've read them. They
Yeah.
are not.
What are they then?
I haven't got to the spells yet, so I don't know if the spells cheat them out. But basically, their monster is a level 1. Their Xyz are rank 2s or higher.
Do they have summoning conditions? Or
None of the rank 2s that I've read have a thing that say you can Xyz this card using
level 1?
purely as material.
So it's Worse Sky Striker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like bad Sky Striker.
Sky Striker is just worse Zoo.
Is it?
Yes.
So I'm just reading through this to see if they actually do a thing.
That's fine. We're stalling about civil debate between whether or not Sky Striker
I
is
think
worse
they're
Zoo.
different. And I think Sky Striker.
No,
I think Fusion Sub Zoo is better than
the
Sky.
reveals and then it summons.
Ah, here we
Sub-Zoo
go.
is
Sorry,
better.
I skipped over the rest of the effect of the level 1. Sorry. The level 1 cheats out the others.
So
But,
it is Sky
Sky
Striker.
Striker.
and Zoo.
but not for free. So
Oh.
once per turn, reveal a quick play spell in your hand. And if you do, special summon an Exeg monster that reveals, that mentions it from your extra deck.
But doesn't it also mill 3 and add a spell card?
That's on its normal special summon. So normal special summon, excavate top 3, add a excavated purely spell or trap.
Oh, it's pure. When you told me about this, you didn't say purely, and I was like,
Yeah, no,
"Holy
it's
fuck, that's
in
not
archetype.
terrible."
Good. That's good out of
In
spell.
archetype spell and trap, and then place
That's
at the bottom of the deck in any order. So basically just the Digimon thing.
He said that to me as well, and I was like, "People aren't gonna know what the fuck you're talking about, Jake."
Immediately
People
looked
know
at
what
Ben.
Digimon
I
do.
immediately looked at Ben for context.
So the,
So
the
from
spells
what-
a quick place.
Yes, I think the 3, 4, 5. There's 5 quick play spells.
They all good.
But from what I've read, you can only cheat out the Xyz whose card relates to the one that you reveal with its effect.
Okay.
The effect is also not a quick play.
On the Xyz monsters or the summon effect?
No, the Xyz do their thing. I'm not reading through this, but the
Okay.
monster that cheats them out is not a quick effect.
That's understandable, at least.
That seems fine.
And from what I can see on those quick play spells, most of them need a Xyz to do things.
So you negate the effect of the monster to summon.
Yeah,
now.
basically, they've made an entire
glass
archetype
cannon.
of Rescue Rabbit.
Okay, it's just a huge glass cannon.
Yes.
Is there a trap card called glass cannon?
Their trap card is called
Or the other one that kind of looked like a glass cannon.
Purely Leap. This one, they've just put a thing there. Oh, there's just a
is it a
Xyz
reprint?
card reprint. Yeah.
Oh, so this is a deck building set.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's the same one where the
okay.
race cards come out. And then we
Okay.
get the ritual cards that dance.
Okay.
Logan doesn't have a fucking clue what we're talking about.
Debad's looking pretty useless.
Debad's looking
Purely
awful.
sounds awful.
Yeah, it doesn't seem amazing, but I've been wrong before. We've
True.
got
Like when
a...
you said battle phase was irrelevant.
I mean, for Logan it was.
Good shit on.
Going back to the gallery.
We've got a what are they called again? Shonen Jump card that's been revealed. It is called Demon Dragon Commander. Diabolical Dragon Fiend
I know this
Commander,
card.
I should say.
I read it.
So Dark Level 8 Fiend. Basically, if a fiend is sent to the graveyard other than itself, it can summon itself from the graveyard. And it's one of those cards that's like it doesn't need to be there at the time that it happened.
Like Darkest Diablos.
Yeah. And what's the fucking called? The Altergeist bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Those ones. So like that. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, target a fiend monster in the grave and add it to your hand, other than itself. The biggest issue with this is that you can only use either of those effects once per turn.
Okay, that's yeah.
If it was both those effects, it'd be a mighty fine card. Unfortunately, it is not that.
I
know
suppose
what?
because there's probably a way to literally toolbox any fiend using that card.
That structure deck already seems really good. Like, really good.
Do you know why this came up? And I read it because it was in the immediately came up in the Burning Abyss Facebook group, and they were like, "Oh my god, this card's amazing!"
Fiend!
And the literal first thing that I went to write that someone had already written was like, anytime a fiend card gets posted, everyone in the Burning Abyss chat goes, "This is our way back, boys. This is how we get back to relevancy."
But the card doesn't have Burning Abyss in its name.
And it's every time it's awful. Like no one plays it. The only fiend card relevant that has fiend in it is Fiend Griefing, and even then, Trap BA, depending who you ask, lamest BA.
Trap BA went out of date years ago.
Actually, that was just the top regionals with Trap BA.
Yeah.
It's like meaning a bunch of ways to outsprite.
Wasn't there? I swear I tried to hype Trap BA a little bit a while back with Fire Lake. What came back for me to be like Fire Lake? It was when Graph and everything came back
Back in
to
the
3.
free and Certa free.
Yeah, I was like, we need to play Fire Lake. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I think
Fire
you
Lake.
did do that a little while.
It's a good
didn't
time.
I did. I hyped it for a few weeks.
That was a simpler time back in the day.
got old Fire Leak. This wasn't that long ago. This was like 2 years ago.
Is this another tangent we're going on to the store for Jake?
Yeah, pretty much. What have you got for us, Jake?
Next, we have an interesting little article that Bragg has sent through. It's a Reddit post about the average word count on Yu-Gi-Oh cards by year. So, we're going to start back in 2002.
This is going to go for 18 years.
The average word count on a YGO card in 2002 was 84.
So does this count effect monsters? Oh, sorry, does this count normal monster flavor text, or is this effect monsters?
I don't know. I didn't read that far.
It must if it's 82.
Yeah.
Like a lot of flavor text
Wait, you
is...
say 82? Isn't it 32?
He's blind. It is the lower end of the graph.
Read.
Am I reading the wrong thing here?
That says 19. You're reading...
What are these bottom numbers then?
So the graph...
19.
Is it maybe saying how many cards are in the
82.
game? No, that can't be it either, because some numbers seem really low.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I posted
this
the
graph's actually a touch confusing.
19.
Oh, it looked fun, didn't it?
82.
Because it's got a number underneath, and then it's
Oh,
got a
no,
number up top.
okay, so it's... So the bottom is the max. So in 2002,
Oh, right.
84 was the most words on a card.
I see.
And cards
Okay.
averaged 19.
Okay, yeah. So average 19 and max 84.
That was Mungaroo Ran.
It was. Mainly because it's Toon card and it had heaps of garbage that's related to
The
Toons.
tune cards would have been the thing that... Imagine if you take all the tune cards out, how much more that drops.
Problem solving card text.
So,
Yeah.
True.
Target. Select one.
so if you had to guess at which year had the most
I just
card
I
text,
already
you
went through
did.
this graph,
And
so-
yeah, the second
I
you...
guess I'll answer.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, he knows the answer now.
It's got to be a year when Pendulum started getting some relevancy.
Which he
So-
had the most.
Yeah, well, I'd assume it's either like the year that Perform Majors became relevant, or the year like... I don't want to say Clifford. I don't think Clifford's... Oh, maybe Clifford year. I'm going to say the year Pepe came out would be correct.
Wrong, it was last year.
Yes.
That also
the
makes
average
sense.
word count as of last year... Oh, no. Yes. As of last year was 75.3.
Holy
The maximum being 148 on a Starving Venom Fusion Pendulum card that I don't think I've read.
I was going to say, it has to be like... The Pendulum cards really did... The Pendulum
yeah.
would have to be the spike.
Well,
Oh yeah, the most word count cards are Pendulum.
Yeah.
yeah. So in 2016, the biggest word count card was Nirvana High Paladin
Yeah.
with 151,
The Synchro Pendulum.
which was then beaten the following year by Astrograph.
Yeah.
And then the year after by some fucking Abyss thingo. And then the year after that by Endymion. And then the year after that by another Pendulum. Actually, yeah, okay.
It
hang
does
on.
go back down because it's the highest release.
Oh,
that
the highest
year.
of that year. But yeah, pretty much since 2015, the highest word count for that time period has been belonged to a
Every
Pendulum
Pendulum.
card.
It does then, yeah. It goes back down a little, but hey, still Pendulum cards.
Pendulum. Truth would be so happy.
They've got a vanilla in here with the weirdest word count in
Okay.
fucking 2003.
There's been all the 117 words on it.
Oh, sorry, no, that's not the vanilla one. The
Union. Which
yeah,
one?
the Union one. So that
okay,
makes a
okay,
lot more
okay.
sense. But yeah, it is a very wordy game, and it's unfortunately on the smallest of the card games, which makes it difficult. Although I did find out the other day why they're so small. I can't remember if you remember if I told you this.
I can't remember.
So
Gold.
Hmm?
It's gold.
That's why. It's cold, that's why it's so small.
no,
The text box used to be like this, and then it got cold, the text box went like this.
no.
I didn't hear brag
So-
for like a good second. And I was like, what the heck are we on about?
So
here?
when the manga first came out, it belonged to Bandai Namco, or at least the rights to it belonged to that.
Yes.
And as a promotional item, they printed the Bandai cards, which you can see here.
Bandai
To
cards.
get these cards, they were distributed in like vending machines and stuff. But the vending machines couldn't fit a standard size card, so they had to make them this size, and that's why
Right.
some of them are like in like sections of 4, because like you'd get the set. But
Makes a
then
lot of
once Konami took over, they had these card sets like sort of in that size and whatever. And rather than fixing it to be the standard of every other card game, they're like, fuck it.
Is this Pegasus's wife?
What?
yeah.
No.
No?
Oh, it
No.
is.
It isn't. It's,
No.
It's simply isn't.
I don't know. Jake seems to be more confident than I am, so I'm backing him.
Anyway,
But yeah, some interesting little tidbits for you there. Moving on to our Discord.
I think there's one more thing we haven't discussed. Regional results for the past weekend. It was a quick passing thing because we haven't prepared anything about it. Splight did well. Some True Elements popped up. Mathmaker also did decently well. Jake's just being made aware that there was regionals this weekend.
I had no idea.
No, I totally left it out of the rundown because I was like, Ben's gonna trash these regionals.
No. Like,
Pure,
like they're high player count regionals.
yeah. Pure Sprite and
Where was
Adventure
this?
Sprite.
There's a few in America.
Oh,
Edison
America.
had
That's
one.
why I have no idea about them.
Yeah.
What?
Edison had one.
Yeah. Pure Sprite and Adventure Sprite were like really well represented. And Tier Element
Oh,
did
that's
better
the
than
count that I
expected.
saw that was
Yeah.
like Sprite, Adventure Sprite, Sprite.
Yeah, Adventure Sprite popped up a lot, and he was like, "Oh, we should consider Adventure Sprite." And I was like, "No."
You will do anything to get that deck into rotation, won't you? Was it not like 2 podcasts ago where you're like, I was going over the format with Ben and I was like, can Adventure survive in this format? Can it do a thing?
It can apparently. When we sat down and talked about it, I said, "Do we consider this?" And you were like, "Probably not." And I was like, "I just don't see how this is good." Because like, you draw adventure card plus any of your sprites, you have to sack your fucking your cards anyway. It's just worse.
I think it falls under the same theory crafting as like when people were going to do Adventure branded. It's like you have branded opening to search your thing, sure, but at the same time, that deck didn't really need that extra thing.
it's-
Exactly. It's exactly that mentality.
You're sacrificing hand traps for a negation engine that isn't necessary.
And also
When
just
the
like
hand
isn't
trap
great.
is also just a negation.
Yeah.
But hey, if you play it and you open really well, it's really good for you.
Mm.
If you play it and you don't open well, you're fucked. But yeah, so yeah, Splight did well, unsurprisingly, over the weekend. I'm sure we'll see a bunch of like stuff pop up. From the Splight list that I looked at though, the ones that did well were the Sprite list playing hard counters to Sprite. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming there was a lot of Sprite floating around and those decks just rose to the top because they played the most matchups and they prepared for the mirror.
Which is going to be very much for Oceans and stuff like that in Australia anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do like the main deck DD Crow Ghost Ogre for Oceans. DD Crow at least.
Yeah. It's so weird, like, I think, at the moment in Australia for a lot of us, because we play at local level, where you have to build your deck very much for local competition.
Yeah.
And then to try and test for Oceans at the moment is like, I need to rebuild this entire deck for the next 2 days, test, and then rebuild back.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you work full time, so you'll experience more than I do. Like,
It's difficult.
it's difficult. Even working like 4 days a week in college, 2 days a week, like, it's hard to find the time to like go through that, rebuild, go through that, rebuild.
Now imagine being me and doing that and also having to theorize and deck build other decks for content.
Just do what I do and just forget to upload for like a whole year.
Nah, it's fine. We're still chugging along.
Hey guys, it's Jake here from Cowboy for Game. Thank you so much for watching. If you've liked what you've seen today, check out the description below. You'll find a link to subscribe to our channel where you'll find a heap more content.
More content?
More content, so much more content.
Like what?
So much more podcasts, deck lists, and highlight clips like you've seen today.
Subscribe.